Greetings.
Okay, I mean, just imagine that we have more debt than all of the economies around the world.
Exactly.
I mean, can you just get,
This is
just get a gravity on that? That's how
part
bad
two
this thing is. Now, you never hear that.
of gold.
That's the gravity of where we are. You know, and so I want to come back
War
because I want to talk about these
and blood backs up the Federal Reserve notes heading for
we understand that in 1971, I want to use
a
punching bag here to get into the silver, but this is, I have in my hand
cashless and gunless society.
Note.
I'm going to tie all of this together, meaning Trump, Nipsey, reparations, all of this going to be tied together, but I'm going to simply call it blood money. This is part two of gold.
But I don't see nothing saying on gold certificates or silver certificates on this at all.
That's the whole thing, you see, is that
So we're going to let these brothers talk. Gold, blood war, backs the Federal Reserve. Well, stolen gold, blood and war backs the Federal Reserve. I'm trying to let y'all get a
now in essence that is not the situation as we know it right now. Okay, because in fact,
pick up a little bit from where we left off. Trying to let y'all in on this conversation.
He completely took us off of the gold standard.
So they just started printing this.
So they started printing the paper.
And they have no discipline.
There's no discipline with it because obviously the more and more we try to do things to bring about what we call solvency, the more and more they're printing, it means that the dollar again is losing its value.
Correct.
And so if they continue to do that, obviously it's going to destroy the monetary system as we know it. And so what I've been trying to get people in our group to understand.
Can you get a good close picture of this?
$20 gold silver
about this,
certificate.
This is a gold
a gold certificate. And remember that in 1933, President Roosevelt, confiscated all gold, made it illegal for Americans to hold gold. But then prior to that time, in the early 1930s and 20s, the 20s and 1900s, they had $20 gold pieces. This is normal, like we have money, because this was real money that they had at this time. So, Dr. Mason, we have this silver certificate. What is that? $20?
Well, this is a $20. Actually, this is actually a gold certificate here.
And what does it say?
Now, well, actually, that's why I had to bring up.
Is this the U.S. Treasury?
This is the U.S. Treasury.
So it's not a Federal Reserve note. So this is the file of bill, and it says Federal Reserve note. You take out any paper money out of your wallet. It says Federal Reserve note. This is not a U.S. Treasury note. This is a private bank. Now, we don't have time to get into any detail on that, but this wicked system, this is what has us, has the value of our currency.
So, those brothers, we're going to get deeper into what they're saying as this series progresses. Like I say, we just going to simply name it blood money. But my aim is to show you how crooked and corrupt this government is. And since they are the controllers of people's thinkings and actions, we're going to show you where everybody on the planet has been taken in by this corrupt government, this corrupt, wicked society. The churches, your ministers, your imams, all corrupt. So we got to go back to the root. Right there you see this is the root of the laws of the United States, the Constitution. Is the root of the laws. In this book that I picked up, let me see, American Civil Liberties Union. That's where my mother actually bought this book for me, because out of my inner vision, I was telling her just exactly how this society in this country was built up. In this Constitution, it tells you that the standard lawful money is silver and gold coins, and only Congress could coin them, And we're going to use that as legal tender. Everything else is counterfeit. Now, you see that they made it illegal for you to even have gold. So that's theft right there. They went and confiscated all the gold. Couldn't hoard gold. No one, black or white. But this is not the foundation. The foundation is actually in biblical times when Rome, well, actually Greeks, Alexander the Great, and then later on the Romans, Mark Antony and all them cats, wanted to conquer the whole planet. And they still using Roman principles to conquer the whole planet. War. War. They build up a superior army and march on smaller countries or smaller territories and conquer them and make them part of them. You remember the Chronicles? What was the name of that? The Chronicles of Riddick. Same thing they were doing. They were conquering planets, and then once they conquer the planet, they make the planet part of them, and then they destroy that planet, and they move on to the next galaxy. And that's what that's what the Romans did. They changed their names from time to time, but all it is the mafia. You know, that's all. They want to make you think that the mafia is something different. They playing the good cop and the bad cop, see. But it's still the same game. And in when they came over here and they took the land from the Indians and brought the Africans over here. They didn't want to call it slavery, but it's not. It wasn't slavery. It was an act of war. It was prisoners of war held hostage and made to do free labor. But what made this different was they took their names from them and branded them with their names, gave them a number, a social security number, like a number when you go to prison, they give you a number. You don't have a name, you have a number. Well, we got a social security number. See, everyone over here is conquered. Prisoners of war, including white people, right? But what separates the black man from the white people is that the white people names did never change. Their culture did never change. You know, they just, slaves, but they don't know they slaves. and we slaves, and they try to make us think that we don't. Well, we actually prisoners of war, and they slaves, but we prisoners of war, and they try to make us think that we are slaves or ex-slaves, and that uh, it wasn't no big thing that we didn't get reparations, you know. But actually, we permanent prisoners of war without our original names, our original culture, and the way we worship. So this is where I'm gonna tie in everything together. Starting first, I'm gonna make a separate video about Nipsey Hussle, but it's gonna be relating to these videos with the blood money, because Nipsey Hussle, he had the first smart store, and he was going into cryptocurrency. You see, and cryptocurrency is going to be the next uh, money, electronic money. See, and it's going to be based off of technology and war. See, because a lot of these countries got certain materials that is needed to operate the cell phones and all this computer chips and all like that. See, and these minerals or metals or whatever is taking the place of gold, but gold is the standard, but they're keeping it out the hands of the average people. So I'm gonna call this series instead of the God Zone, I'm gonna call it Soul School. Black Light.